But as it's projected to more than double to 89 million by 2050. By 2050, the oldest of the old will number 19 million in the United States, and ages 65 and older will make up 1/5 of the total population. So Social Security, healthcare kind of go hand in hand. So I don't see why you have $20 million allocated for healthcare and just $15 million for Social Security when you have $5 million kind of just sitting there.
All right, good, great. Thank you, peeps from Virginia. Okay, next we have, are you NRE members over here? Okay. Okay, so next we have our next individual here, part of the hearing. So we have some members of the National Rifle Association of America. Okay, what's the argument here?
We believe that 15 million should go from primary and secondary education to higher education, so that whatever.
That's a fair argument.
So that we can arm all head of households with assault rifles and educational courses for such citizens to receive gun licenses.
Wow, okay. That's very interesting. Can you, and I approve of that. Okay, so you think more money should go to primary, secondary schooling, so that way maybe, is this going on the theory of the...
Go from primary to higher.
To higher education.
So that head of households may receive assault rifles.
So all head of households can receive assault rifles?
Yes, for free.
For free?
From the government.
From the government. Yes. They want, okay, let's order. Yeah. Yes. That way, they want to shift money from primary and secondary education to higher education. That way, individuals can, is it right to say, be armed with assault rifles?
Yes.
Prepared, maybe.
Prepared. Is this in anticipation if anything happens it's like, it's to protect yourself on campus, essentially. Their theory is there are shootings, mass shootings that are happening on colleges. So this, if you are of age, I'm assuming, and you're in college, then you will get this money, you will benefit from this program. Interesting. They won't change it right now. They still are considering. Okay, so my peeps here. Okay, let's look over here. You have your representatives from New York Health and Human Services? Okay. Yes.
New York Department of Health and Human Services, working with clients, families, and communities. Health and Human Services aims to protect children, the elderly, and people with disabilities from abuse, neglect, and exploitation.
Okay, so what do y'all think of the budget here?
Well, for the, like Martin said, the $5 million there on other, I believe we should at least split it towards the Social Security for the elder and for the education of the children.
Okay, so we see that recommendation there. Maybe that $5 million that's sitting there in your savings account or miscellaneous account, that should be divvied up between primary, secondary, and Social Security. That's your recommendation. All right, good. It's keeping true to their mission, looking after children, elderly, and so forth. Awesome. Okay, good. Okay, so let's move over here, y'all.
California State Constituent. We are divorced and have 2 kids in grade school. The youngest child is 15 years old, and the oldest child is graduating high school this year. She will be entering state college soon, which is quite expensive.
Okay, so what are y'all thinking about these numbers, and what would you want to change?
Looking at the numbers, we think it's fine, but we believe that the other $5 million should go towards higher education, because since as constituents, our youngest child is 15 and almost about to graduate high school, and we have another one entering state college already, we believe that more money should be put into higher education, colleges, universities, because I feel like if you put money into higher education,
those are the people you're addressing over here.
it'll increase the economy and it'll essentially give back. Because if we remember back then in the 1940s, 1950s, the government put a lot of money into math and sciences, and we got a lot of brilliant minds in those. And I believe that we're declining in higher education nowadays, and we're not getting as many brilliant minds as we did before. So if we put money into higher education, we'll get money back.
Creating little taxpayers. All right, great, compelling. That's what we need here. We want you guys to, let's start using persuasion here. I like that you're using the tenets of persuasion. Okay, next we have.
We are military veterans from Florida, served 4 tours in the last 5 years, retired and disabled. We constantly encounter issues at the VA regarding medical and dental service, and we volunteer at several veteran-related organizations. And while we believe the budget is fair, we think more money should go into the VA. I mean, generally you have to have about 3 visits before you even see an actual doctor, so we'd like to see more doctors actually hired, and more administrators as well, because there's only like 3 to 4 when you go onto the local one. And we wouldn't mind seeing more psych programs for veterans with PTSD and other mental illnesses, just so they can get proper care.
All right, good. Thank you, my military peeps. Okay, next we have
Texas State constituents. We live in inner city, that have little to no sidewalks, worn street conditions, and failing school districts. You are married for 8 years, and we have 3 kids in grade school and 1 dog from a rescue agency. Our youngest child is 3 and has autism spectrum disorder, with several medical and developmental necessities. Budget cuts can drastically affect our child. So we were focusing on primary and secondary education, as well as higher education and health care. However, we think that the $5 million should go towards higher education. So it's all even to higher education. Because it says that one of the goals for Autism Speaks is that there is a steady transition for young adults that have autism spectrum disorder, that they're able to go through primary and secondary education with all of the needs that autism children need, like special education and everything like that, as a priority, and so that they can transition into college without any problems, without feeling like, I guess, like a culture shock to them, because they don't know how to work within an environment like this. And then obviously healthcare was a big one for us, because we researched and we found out that with special education and healthcare put together, the average cost is $17,000 per child per year with autism. So, and then it says right here, on a national level, the researchers estimated that these additional costs exceed $11.5 billion in 2011. So that is a lot of money.
Yes.
And I don't know how true it is, but it seems like more and more kids are getting diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder. So we need to focus on that as being, it's increasing among children. So we need to focus on that.
All right. Ted Cruz, you better watch it. This young lady might be a future politician. Take your seat. Okay, next.
So we also are a military veteran living in Florida. We basically have the same thing they did. So basically we do agree with what they said. As a veteran, it's already hard enough, because they feel once you're retired, they're just like, oh, you're retired, like, whatever. But it is already hard enough to, like, see doctors, like they said. So I would definitely take the $5 million and split it like they said as well. Yeah.
Okay, well, I will represent the Farm Bureau. Yes, exactly. I will represent the American Farm Bureau Federation. It's a unified national voice of agriculture We work through grassroots organizations to enhance and strengthen the lives of rural America. We want to build strong, prosperous agricultural communities. Right now, it looks like that is a sliver of the budget. We are dealing, our agricultural business, our agricultural community is suffering greatly. Right now, we know that our relationship with Mexico is suffering, and we have an abundance of corn in our stock right now and no one to purchase it. We are at risk right now of our livelihood, of losing our businesses, and we need more money pumped into our businesses, our food, our that we produce for Americans and also produce to help bring up our gross domestic product. So let's invest more money to help our rural community and agribusiness. Don't forget, agribusiness includes the beef that we raise here, the corn, all the fruits and vegetables and so forth. So if we want to also get our reliance off of different countries with these various different produce products or agricultural products, then we need to step up our game and invest more money into that budget item. So, all right, now our senators, you have a task now. Your task is to take the feedback from your constituents. Each one of y'all represent somebody from here. Each one of y'all have constituents that are here or represent some sort of interest that you aligns with you. So this is the first budget, which we've taken a picture. Based on the notes that have been written here and the feedback y'all have received, let's see if y'all change your mind. So we're going to give y'all senators a bit of time